you'll be heading down there. It's a long drive, but I think it'll be well worth it. It's Crockett versus Newton, the battle of top 10 teams in Class 3A.
That's right, 300-mile round trip, and I'm really looking forward to this one. It'll be my first time to actually see these two programs other than Newton State Championship game against Wascom in 2014. A lot to like in this game. I mean, if I told you I drop two defenses on the table and I say, do you want the one with 24 takeaways or do you want the one with 62 tackles for negative yardage? Which one are you going to pick? Because that's what this game's about. Newton has 62 tackles for negative yardage, and you have to imagine that they're doing just as well with giving up 1 and 2 yard gains, which don't count as negative plays. And you've got Crockett with 24 turnovers. I mean, it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think it's going to be hard to move the football, especially for Crockett. But Crockett's defense can counter by scoring some takeaways in this game.
Yeah, this game is very interesting. Last year these two teams, engaged in a thriller. I think 38-35 was the final. Newton was able to win, but Crockett was able to advance further in the playoffs than anybody else in the district. So I think this has the potential to be a very, very, very competitive football game, and I'm a little bit jealous of you getting to go down there. I mean, I'm not jealous of the drive. I mean, the drive's going to be brutal, but once you get down there, I think you'll enjoy yourself. This should be a heck of a football game. I really don't know. Where I want to go with this. I mean, I think either team could come out with a win. I guess if you're going to split hairs, I mean, Newton's the home team
and number 2 in the state according to the Associated Press poll, whereas Newton's number 8. I mean, but in high school football, that doesn't mean anything. There's no separation between the teams in the top 10. More than that, Crockett got a talent infusion this offseason when Ahmad Brown from Carthage, he was expected to be a really big part of the Carthage team this year. Someone in his family got a job at Crockett ISD, so suddenly he's down there and he's doing some impressive things.
Yeah, so I mean, these two teams are loaded, and I wouldn't be surprised if these two teams met again in the playoffs after this game. I mean, it's should be a great football game, and it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top, and maybe round 1 of 2. We'll have to wait and see. Before we get out of here, we want to.
As well, all right, Crockett and Newton. The game we're going to. Yeah, pull up some stats on that. Newton's Brock Barbay, quarterback, putting up ungodly numbers. Crockett has kind of struggled against some of teams we thought they would blow out.
Yeah, Barbay on the year, he's thrown for 753 yards. He's averaging 150 yards a game in a basic running offense. It tells you what they do. They average 150 yards through the air, 240 yards on the ground. This is what I like, though. They've already had 31 sacks.
Wow.
In a region and with teams they've played that don't really throw the ball a ton. Mm-hmm. Have 5 interceptions. That's Newton. Now, we're going to this game because we want to see both these teams. But I think you and I both feel that this could end up getting ugly at the end.
I would be surprised if Newton didn't win this by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's going to be close for 3 quarters.
Exactly.
I think that Crockett offense is not quite what they were last year, but they're still pretty darn good. I think defense for Crockett is better than what they were last year, but the offense is not quite scoring at the pace they were.
Yeah, I agree. And I think at the end of the day, I just think the Eagles are just a little bit too much.
I like the Boudin at the concession stand.
Okay. Let's say we're going to go to another drive-through Boudin place.
Oh, actually, we might. We might go to Mike's Boudin or Nick's Meat Market in Port Arthur. Mike's Boudin or...
Am I ever getting home after this?